How y'all doing? I am Doc Wrestling, and welcome back to another great episode of What If here at Don't Oversell Wrestling. What if Frank Goodish, the great Bruiser Brody, was able to see the hardcore era of ECW? And that's what we're going to talk about today. But first, we'll go into his history. Before wrestling, Bruiser Brody actually used to play football for the Washington Redskins. And then he used to have red skin in wrestling because of the blood. Get it? No? Too soon? Okay. I'm just guy. But anyway, he got trained by the Von Erichs in 73 and started dealing with them. By 76, he had a few matches with the WWF, which is Vince McMahon's senior. But while in the WWF with Vince McMahon Sr., he had a match with Jose Gonzalez that didn't go very well. And Jose said, one of these days, I'm going to kill that man. I'm going to kill that motherfucker. So Brody was more of a traveling type. You know, he really didn't get along with a lot of bookers, so I'm pretty sure that he didn't get along with Vince McMahon Sr. either. So he ended up going to NWA, NWF, SCW, New Japan, and so many other places and having these crazy blood-type matches with people like Abdullah the Butcher, Dutch Mantel. He actually was in a match with Rocky Johnson in a tag team match, but, you know, nonetheless, he's in the matches with these big-name people. But, you know, he's more of a hardcore style wrestler, and they really want to be in these matches with him because they all know he's a big draw. It wasn't until he went down to South America to go and receive his money, and legend has it he was actually going down there to try to gain part of the promotion so that he can be a booker and book matches and do different things. But they had different plans. Carlos Colon and Jose Gonzalez had set him up and unfortunately killed him in the same arena that they still had the matches in that same night. It was almost an Owen Hart situation all over again. Well, 10 years before. Now, the biggest thing with that is Bruiser Brody was a hardcore style wrestler before hardcore style wrestling was really a big thing. Terry Funk was out, Abdullah the Butcher was out, Dutch Mantel, and like I said, a lot of those people, they did do hardcore wrestling, but at the same time, it wasn't big in America. Now, blood, color, whatever you want to call it, was cool, but think about it, if he'd have survived 5 more years, he would have been able to be part of that ECW, and we would have got Bruiser Brody versus Mick Foley, or Cactus Jack, or whatever you want to call him, Sandman, New Jack, Rhino, or Tommy Dreamer, Sabu, or RVD, even Raven, if, you know, given the time frame or whatever. Now, I'm not saying that his popularity or anything would have been enough to keep ECW doors open or for the wrestlers to get paid big bucks or anything like that. But I feel like he would have brought a lot to the table as far as that company and what they were trying to offer to the wrestling world. And I feel like when he was placed in the WWE Hall of Fame, it was like just a throw in, like, oh, let's throw this old guy in here. And a lot of people don't know about him anyway, so we just going to say a little something, you know, get it out the way. Oh, yeah, him, yeah. And then we going to keep it pushing. Just like they said in his documentary on Vice, his wife didn't even know he was getting inducted into the Hall of Fame until he actually went in. And it was like, why, where's my invitation? And even if he didn't go to ECW, he still could have been one of those people who started a CZW, who gave Insane Clown Posse and all those backyard wrestling people who was jumping off of houses and garages somewhere to go. You know, the Joey Janela's might have had somewhere stable to be, you know, in the early 2000s or whatever the case is, so they wouldn't have had to jump off a warehouse into a pickup truck full of light tubes. And yes, that actually happened. So I know this is quick, but tell me what you think. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook at DocDOSW, on Twitter at DocWrestling1, and right here on YouTube at Don't Oversell Wrestling. Thank you for all the support. Like, share, and subscribe. Comment at the bottom.